y'all, it's Annelies, and today was Apple Christmas. And okay, I always call it Apple Christmas, but it was definitely more like, let's say your parents bought you something for Christmas, but then they told you what they were getting you, but then they said, you can't have it until Christmas, I'm wrapping it up and putting it under the tree. Like, that's what today was. Because Apple announced iOS 14, iPadOS 14, watchOS 7, and macOS Big Sur that are all coming to us in the mysterious time known as fall, which we all know is going to be probably around September when the new iPhone launches. You know, historically speaking. I watched this keynote. It was more like a movie, to be honest. It was absolutely beautiful. This thing is 2 hours long, and I would highly encourage you to watch it because it was honestly stunning and it was just very engaging and just talked about all the things that I love. But if you're not a super big tech head like I am, or maybe you are, I don't know, you want to know what some of my favorite announcements about the iOS 14 portion of today's keynote, go ahead and keep on watching because I've got some things that I think are going to get you pretty excited if you don't know about them yet. And if you do know about them, then just like get excited with me because I'm so pumped. I haven't been this pumped about an iOS since like iOS 7. I'm very excited. I'm very excited, and I'm excited to share my excitement with you guys. Yeah, let's get into it. So like I said, iOS, iPadOS, watchOS, and macOS all were announced to be updated today. However, in this video, we are just talking about my top 5 favorite announcements slash updates slash features coming to iOS 14 of iOS 14. We're talking about iOS 14 in this video. Okay, let's talk about the thing that you have probably seen all over the interwebs, and that is widgets. Okay, so all of you Android folks who are like, the Android is more customizable. Here it is. Here's the version for the iPhone. And honestly, I've liked that about the iPhone, the fact that it's still really conform and organized and like simplistic, and there's not too many options, but in a good way. However, what I have to say about the widgets that are coming out with iOS 14, it's Apple's spin on a customization option for your home screen. So if you haven't seen it yet, this is what it looks like. So widgets, you'll know them by if you go onto your iPhone or your iPad, honestly, and you swipe all the way to the left, it like gives you a spotlight search and then a whole bunch of little grids that you can customize. Like mine has my battery life in it. I've got calendar events. What widgets coming to the home screen in iOS, however you want to phrase it, I'll just call it widgets. It's giving you the ability to take those widgets and bring them to your home screen among the apps. So they have ones that are small, like the size of 4 apps. Then they have ones that are a little bit longer, so they can take up a lot of real estate, but also share a lot of information. And then they also have ones that are, I can't remember how they phrased it, intuitive. They're like, oh, a smart stack. That's what it's called. It's called the smart stack. So you can have a stack of widgets that change throughout the day. So in the same way that your phone might say, hey, do you want to set an alarm right now around the time you frequently set an alarm? These smart stack widgets will kind of adjust based on your habits and your time. So maybe in the morning, it might give you like your starting to go to work playlist or the podcast you listen to on the way to work. And in the evening, it might ask you about like your Calm app or like those meditation apps somewhere in the middle of the day. You put up music or ordering from Postmates or something. I don't know, but I feel like the possibilities are endless. The widgets, I think, are a super cool way to just get more information on your home screen. And I really like using the widgets in the widgets area on my iPhone. So I'm looking forward to having that right soon as I open up my phone. But I also don't know what I'm going to put there because I don't know what widgets are going to be there. Definitely battery life. Battery life is going to be right there because you see it. You got the watch, you got the AirPods, you got the everything. Oh gosh, I'm excited. Okay, picture in picture. That's all I need to say. That's it. That's the tweet. Send tweet. No, okay. So picture in picture, if you don't know what that is, it's something that I use very frequently on my computer and on my iPad. And it gives you the ability to put a picture, in this case, the picture is a video, within another picture being another app that you're opening. So if you didn't know on the Mac, if you right click twice on like a YouTube video, it'll say picture in picture and then it puts it on a little screen that hovers above all your windows so you can multitask. It's a good time. But now that's coming to the iPhone, which is great because it's been on the iPad for so long and I've loved using it. And something else they said about picture in picture is not only will it be available for like video players, but also for FaceTime calls. So you know when you're like chatting with your friend and then you go,
oh my gosh, did you see that Instagram picture I posted? Like if you saw, or did you see whoever said on the internet, or did you see my tweet?
And then you go, oh hold on, and then you swipe up and then your face goes away and it just kind of like loses the moment. You can stay there and then engage in that. Like I'm just I'm so excited about that. I mean, okay, the FaceTime thing wasn't my first thought, but when I saw it in the keynote, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, it could stay in the corner. I'm like looking at something. Oh, let me tell you what my favorite recipe is. I'm like sharing it. I can still see your face. You can still see my face. But then also, honestly, this comes up a lot where it's like, hey, did you see that person's post on social media? No, let me go look. Like those kind of things where you're talking with your bestie.
Oh my gosh, did you see what Kyle said on Twitter?
I don't talk like that. I don't know. That just, you know what I mean. I'm excited. I'm happy. I'm pumped. Like, it is very welcome. Picture in picture. Welcome to the iPhone. Okay, I know I said this video was going to be like my top 5 favorite features. However, this next one is just messages. And there's a few features within this that I'm really excited about. First, okay, this sounds so, maybe this sounds dumb, but the mentions in iMessage. So pretty much, you know how on like Facebook Messenger, that's the only place that I know it to be actually, and that's the only thing I like about Facebook Messenger. I hate Facebook Messenger in every way, shape, and form. I wish it would just leave my life, but it's always in that ding, the freaking ding. Anyway, something that I like about Facebook Messenger is that you can at somebody and then it'll notify them. So if you're in a group message and you maybe want to get somebody's attention, maybe they have the whole message thread on mute, if you do at and then their name, it sends a direct message or it sends an alert to them that they're being talked to in a group chat. And now that's in iMessages, and I'm very excited about it because I am in a handful of group chats and sometimes it's hard to keep up with them. But I also understand that it's probably hard for other people. If it's hard for me, it's probably hard for other people. And then maybe people put it on mute or do not disturb. I understand. You're in a group message with 20 people about work or about a party, or I mean, not really right now. And sometimes you just want to talk directly to a person, but like you want to get their attention. And that's what mentions are going to be super cool. You just type their name, and then if that person just wants to be notified when their name is said in a group message, they can turn on those settings too. Very cool, very awesome. I'm in love with it. Next up, we've got pinned messages. So what pinned messages are is the ability to save a message thread within messages to the top of the page. And it kind of saves it in this little circle with like the person's like profile picture or their memoji or whatever is set under their name. And it saves it at the top. So it's like you've got 2 separate sections now, as you'll see in this diagram while I try to explain it with my hands, because there's nothing actually here. Wow, I'm breaking the 4th wall of video editing. Anyway, so you got all these circles at the top of all the people you want to save up there, and then when they send you a new message, you get a little blue dot next to it, and then the message that they sent, it's just great because like my mom and my best friend I talk to all the time, but then maybe like, on Father's Day, I text all my friends that are fathers, and then all the messages get sent down to the bottom, and then I go, oh, I want to text my friend, and then I would love it to be just like that thread right there, because maybe I want to text my friend or text my mom so I can start a new message and start it there. But this is just like streamlining everything, making it really simple, and I love it. I'm very into it. You can save group messages up there. It's a good time. And speaking of group messages, look at that segue. You can add group photos and emojis to group messages. Oh, okay. So if you know me personally, you would know this is one thing that I don't know why I hate it so much, but I can't stand it when a group message on iMessage does not have a group name. Even on Facebook Messenger or any type of messaging system, if I have the ability to name a group chat, I will do so, because it drives me bonkers when there's no name, because it's just a list of names, and I'm like, this group chat is here for a reason. It shall have a name. Is it the roommate group chat? Is it the improv team group chat? Is it siblings group chat? I don't know, but it can have a name. And so having a group photo, I'm gonna be so excited about, because I just also don't like how right now it just like stacks all of them. It's very weird, but within adding a little picture to your group message, it'll have everybody else's picture still scattered around it, so you know who's in the group chat in case if you forgot for some reason. But it also makes the bubble of the person who talks the most or talked recent bigger. And then you also still can pin a group message, and then it gives a little blue bubble and it goes, hey, Kyle said whoever. I don't know a Kyle. I don't know why I keep using Kyle as an example. A lot of cool stuff coming to messages that I'm very excited about. And just like on the organization front, very, very pumped. Okay, this next one is small but mighty, and it's the Translate app. Now, I am a learner of languages currently, as well as I've worked in many environments where I've had to interact with folks who maybe I didn't speak their language. So the Translate app being natively on the iPhone, I think is going to be really great for so many people, just for communicating, but also the way that it's designed is just I love it. I love it. First of all, the conversation mode, I can think of the amount of conversations that I've had through various translating apps, and then like it just isn't intuitive. But something that I love about this new Translate app is when you turn your phone sideways, it gives you a very clear, this is one language and this is the other language and who's speaking to who. And something that is great about this Translate app is it doesn't just sit within the Translate app. There is going to be many other implementations of Translate throughout iOS and macOS and iPadOS. Like in Safari, there is something that you can translate a whole web page to your native language. The only downfall, which I hope will change, is that right now it only supports 11 languages. Now, I speak Dutch. My mom is from Holland and her first language is Dutch. And so I've been trying to learn our language so we can communicate. I communicate with my family back home. And unfortunately, Dutch is not one of the 11 languages included within Translate. Obviously, it seems like it's something that they're going to keep on working on because it's got a lot of great uses for it. If I take like a step back from the situation, I am bummed that Dutch is not on there because it's helpful for when I'm communicating with my family through like social media and texting and all that stuff, or just things that I'm reading online. However, the languages that will be coming to Translate, the 11 languages, are Arabic, Chinese, English, French, German, Italian, Japanese, Korean, Portuguese, Russian, and Spanish. And I have to say, I feel like those are like I know Dutch is a small language. I'm very aware that people don't know that Dutch in the Netherlands are like Holland, the Netherlands, Dutch, those all intertwined because they are the same people, the same place, the language of the country. I understand that Dutch is small, so I'm gonna cut them some slack on that. But I'm glad that they're including languages that are honestly more mainstream and more universal, because most people know one of those languages that are on that list. Also, working in Disney World, I learned the importance of being able to translate Portuguese and not Spanish. So when I saw that on there, like I literally just traveled back to my Disney World days and was like, thank goodness there's Portuguese on this app. So I feel like there are a lot of languages represented that hit a lot of people, which is cool. And then another thing that you can do with this app is have offline languages, which is something that I really love about Google Translate. You can download the language, that way you can access it offline. So if you're traveling, maybe you don't have data, download a language you use a lot and go from there. It's really cool. And I'm really excited about Translate. Yeah, oh my God. Oh, and you can put favorite. Oh yeah, this, oh man, I'm so excited. I'm on the splash page for the Translate thing because I wanted to see what languages are, and tension mode, conversation mode. Oh, I'm excited. And last but not least, of some of my favorite things coming to iOS 14 in fall of 2020 is minimized Siri / overall compact UI. Now, UI stands for user interface, and what compact UI means and how it translates to Siri and in many other places of iOS is that a lot of things are not going to be taking up the whole screen. They're going to be compact. So for instance, with Siri, you're going to get, instead of having your whole screen be darkened and what can I help you with and just completely being overtaken by Siri when you call on Siri, it's now going to be a little circle in the bottom of your screen, and then your results are going to come up as banners down from the top of your phone. Another thing that's really cool about this compact UI is, have you ever been on your phone, as one does, and then you get a phone call or a FaceTime call and you don't want to decline it because you don't want to just hang up on the person, whatever your reasoning might be, and then you're just sitting there with your phone on this phone ringing thing and you can't get away from it? Well, now with this compact UI, phone calls come in as a banner in the top of your phone, and you can just swipe it away to dismiss it, or you can accept it right there, or you can even pull it down to get that full screen experience of, reply with a custom message or whatever it might be. And I am very excited about this. I think this is something that will be, once again, cleaning up the look of iOS. I think overall, it's not like it wasn't able to be, how do I phrase that? I mean, updates are updates. It doesn't matter if it wasn't a huge problem before. It's an improvement. It's an issue that I think probably all of us have felt at least once if you're an iPhone user of, dang it, I was in the middle of writing this message, or I was reading something, or I was watching a video, and now I just have to sit here and wait until this person leaves their voicemail or decides to hang up. I'm excited for this whole compact UI. I think it's gonna be really sick. And honestly, this entire operating system, I am so excited for. Like I said, I haven't been this pumped for an operating system since iOS 7. I remember the day that iOS 7, I remember I downloaded the beta. I almost lost so much. It was my first time ever fiddling with the beta. And then the day it was able to be downloaded, I walked out of my math class so I could start downloading it on my phone. The memories of iOS 7. And now we get that joy with iOS 14, and I'm excited. App clips, oh my God, I could go on. I could go on. Fangirling time is over. That was just some of my favorite features coming to iOS 14 this fall. And I'm really excited. I'm really pumped. It's something to be looking forward to, which one? I need that right now. My birthday is in like 3 weeks, and like, I know I'll get Buffalo Wild Wings and maybe buy myself a new pair of Crocs, but like, there's nothing to look forward to. The future is what's to look forward to, but you know what I mean? There's nothing like little exciting things right now of just like, or like a new movie coming out. Oh, Hamilton. Anyway, this is just something that sparks joy in my heart and of that excitement of something to look forward to. And I hope you guys are excited too, because it's really gonna change the look of the iPhone, and it's gonna make it a really freaking cool experience. And just, it's so new, and I feel like it's just expanding the possibilities of not only how you can use your iPhone, but just how you can customize your iPhone. I'm freaking pumped, and I hope you guys are pumped too. Thank you so much for spending some time with me and just listening to me yap on about things that I'm really excited about, and Apple Christmas that happened today, because it's one of my favorite days of the year. If you have not watched the keynote, I would really recommend it. It's really engaging. It's not the same keynote you've seen every year, because like I said, they filmed it like a movie, and there's not any of that weird switchovers. They've got some really great film shots. Like, it's just really cool. And then you can also learn about all the other things I didn't mention in this video, or of course go to apple.com to check those out. So I'll go ahead and leave the link to the keynote in the description, but along with that link, I'll have some videos from some of my favorite creators linked in the description as well, like Tech Me Out, who's one of my favorite tech YouTubers here on YouTube, made a video today about just all of the updates coming to iOS 14. So if you want to watch that instead of watching the whole chunk of the keynote, you can go check out her video, as well as all the other ones I'll have linked down below. Down there is also all my social media links, including my Patreon and my podcast, so feel free to check those out if you would like. But like I said, thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I'm just really excited to talk about some new tech things. Might not be products, but honestly, software is one of my favorite aspects of tech. I just love it. I love software, and I'm really excited for this software, and I hope you are too. Also, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new, turn on that bell so you never miss an upload, and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. It really supports my channel, and it lets me know that y'all like seeing videos like these, so I'll make more in the future. Otherwise, that is it for me. Stay beautiful, have a marvelous day, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!